Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc's Holiday... Wait a minute. Hold on a sec, I gotta check my papers here, because... Oh, okay, yeah. This one's okay to be on here. Okay. You're probably sitting there going, wait a minute, this is not really a holiday-themed horror movie. Well, technically it is. See, I was going to review this for Doc Schlock, but I looked up some information on the movie and found out that this was actually kind of done around the time of the 4th of July. Doesn't mean it's any less crappy. It's I'll always know what you did last summer, and I'll tell you guys in all honesty, and I still know what you did last summer, it was bad. The gore effects were terrible and everything like that. In this one, some of the gore effects were actually pretty good. The kills were pretty decent. And it was actually, up until almost towards the end, a pretty good whodunit kind of movie, sort of like the first one. So here's pretty much the plot. These friends are going to try and pull a prank on a friend of theirs. Isn't that nice of them? But everything goes wrong, a bad accident happens, and next thing you know, their friend they're trying to pull a prank on dies. Kind of sucks. And when does it happen? Around the 4th of July. 1 year later, all of a sudden, well, just like in the first one, bad stuff starts happening, friends getting killed off one by one, mysterious things are happening, and you're kind of sitting there wondering, okay, what the heck's going on? And then they kind of bring up the big reveal of what happened in the first two movies, even though in this one, this has none of the original characters from the first two. So yeah, so again, it's another whodunit, and you kind of have to sit there and wonder, like, well, what's really going on here? Because, you have to think, maybe it's just somebody else going out there and doing all this killing. I so wish that was the answer. I really do. So I'm gonna save you guys a lot of time on this one. I'll be honest with you. In the movie, I thought it was the sheriff doing all the killing, but turns out no, he got killed off by, well, as you can see, the hooded guy with the hook. Now, really, honestly, I thought it was just some copycat killer, but then it turns out, nope, it's Ben Willis who's doing all the killing. Why is that so bad? It's the ghost of Ben Willis. I thought I'd just leave that off for a few seconds just to kind of have a moment of silence for the idiocy of this freaking movie. The ghost of Ben Willis is stalking these kids in this movie. So anyway, the last two in this movie try to basically take care of Ben Willis. Apparently the hook that he's carrying around is his one weakness. So they wind up somehow getting the ghost of Ben Willis into a shredder, and you think that's the end of him. Another year later, it's July 4th again, and our female hero, this one right here, goes down some old road out in the middle of nowhere. The car breaks down. She tries to get a hold of her boyfriend, and you see the spirit of the ghost of Ben Willis floating around, zooming around, and all this other stuff. Scene fades to black, and you hear her scream, and you hear the hook going whoosh. So that was pretty much it right there, folks. I'll always know what you did last summer. It almost makes I still know what you did last summer almost watchable. Almost. For Doc's Holiday Schlock, stay strong and rock on. Good Lord.